Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, today we are going into a crucial aspect of pen drawing, which is the importance of mastering line weight and pressure. So, in this tutorial, we are going to be explaining the concept of line weight. So, line weight refers to the thickness or thinness of a line, and it is a powerful tool for expressing different elements in your drawing. I'll be showing you examples of thin lines and thick lines. So I'll be starting with the thin line. Thin line strokes are very best for delicate details and overall smoothness while you are shading in your work. And this is achieved by making a very light shade on your paper without applying too much pressure. While the thick lines stroke are best for bold outlines. This means you'll be applying your stroke with a very heavy pressure to cover areas of your work that are specifically meant to be very dark without taking much of your time, and sometimes it gives you this kind of rough texture by the time you are done with your shade. Pressure control is a key to achieving range of line weights, and that means that you have to master this skill so that you'll be able to create dynamic and expressive drawings. So what I'm demonstrating here now is the light pressure stroke on your paper, and the other one is the thick pressure stroke, which is coming with a very hard pressure. The very best way to master your pen stroke is to learn how to control the pressure you apply on your paper while in the process of shading. This way you'll be able to make varying pen strokes according to the lightness or thickness of your reference pictures. With what I've said so far, we are going to be practicing this in a shading. That is, we are going to apply it in just a rough shading to see how we can control our pressure while shading. As I said earlier, the thin line is basically for delicate details and to make your shading very smooth. While the thick line is for bold outline and to quickly cover up dark shade in your drawing faster. Moving on to the next, we are going to be putting this pressure control into practice and see how we can control our line weights with our pen. The first demonstration I'm going to do here, I'm going to use a rectangle, and it's going to be from a light tone to the dark tone in a rough way. Then later on we move to learning how to smoothen the shade up. I'll be starting lightly, and if you are with your pen and paper, you can practice along, as this is the best way for you to learn faster. So I'm starting lightly, and as I'm moving towards the other part, I'm increasing the pressure I apply on the paper, thereby making my stroke getting thicker and thicker. I'm using the cross-hatching technique to achieve a very smooth and darker shade. So I'm going over the other line with a cross-hatching technique, starting again from my light and increasing my pressure to the middle tone, then to the dark tone. This is the rough demonstration. Then we move on to the smoother part of the shading. Keep on watching as I will be dropping some useful tips on how you can effectively practice pressure control with your strokes while shading. We are going to demonstrate this technique in a much more better way. As we did for the previous one, we are starting from the light to the dark with our pressure control technique. I'll be using the cross hatching for this, and you can practice with other shading technique when you have mastered how to control the pressure from your strokes. So I'm starting with thin lines for smoothness, then I gradually increase my pressure to like a middle tone. Then for the dark line, I increase it to a very hard pressure to give me that very dark stroke. Feel free to practice along while watching this video. Here are a few tips to improving your pressure control. The first is basically the simplest, which is for you to practice consistently and experiment with different ideas that comes up, and this way you'll be able to develop a natural way to controlling your pen strokes and the pressure you apply with those strokes. So practice consistently. There is no two ways to it. Practice consistently and learn how to control your pen until you have a natural way of controlling those lines. To improve your pressure control, you have to practice different ways to hold your pen at different angles and to also vary your hand movements. Holding your pen at a very comfortable position will increase the way you practice with your pen and how you control the pressure you apply on your paper. So it's very important to learn how to hold your pen in the most comfortable way you can. Each artist have their own different ways of holding the pen, and here I'm demonstrating the way I do hold my own pen. You have to practice ways you can comfortably use your pen. We are all different and sometimes we do things differently. So learn to control your pen, learn to hold your pen, and you'll be able to control the pressure you apply on your paper. And I also encourage you to demonstrate this technique and share your progress with our WhatsApp community, which I will drop in the description box down below. And also, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more tips and tutorials. Until next time, see you all. Bye.